people are real nice. The shops, the food's really nice. The houses around are great. So yeah, it's a great spot to be.
It's a place you pinch yourself occasionally, especially people that live here should.
Yeah.
Because it's really a stunning town
It is.
all around, you know?
It is, yep.
And that's why people choose it, but you have to be able to make enough to live here.
I know, that's the tough part, right?
Yeah,
it
so
is expensive.
You got to be a captain of industry in order to really dominate and live in a town like this, Greenwich,
Yeah.
Derry. But guys, sometimes when you don't expect a conversation from anyone, Justin comes out and saves the day. How you guys doing out there on TikTok? Welcome. I think we're still broadcasting. We're losing 45% of our frames on social media code, and it's also in RAW right now, so you're not seeing the best version on TikTok, on YouTube, and Facebook, and Rumble, and all the other platforms. TikTok, if you guys could do me over to the YouTube channel and subscribe. Discover Connecticut, just discover CT, and you're in. And I'm doing this, like I'm live every day talking to people. Trying at least. Really? Well, let me point out one thing. I do this because I'm a realtor to help properties to my buyers, but also people like you who are like, I don't want to be here and I want to get out. Maybe there's a town you would be very happy in that I can just get, because you can make so much money if you sell your house right now and transfer to a town that's not as expensive and get it.
I'm not ready yet.
All right, I'm going to text you my phone number. What's yours? But I grew up here. In '96, I graduated. And back then it felt like a private school. When I was in the school, it was so small and private.
There's a line. To get over this line, you need 60%.
Okay.
Can you read if you know 60% of alphabet?
Not really.
No. And I expect school to teach my kids.
This is the only way you can learn.
Yeah, and I understand it's not the town.
It's the education system, yeah.
The state, dictating the rules.
But that is interesting because the point is choose our location based on school a lot of times, but most times they're running off of a curriculum. And that's across the board, whatever town you're in.
Exactly, and that's what I didn't know when we moved here. And I thought you would think town would do something about it.
Yeah,
right?
of course. You'd think they would.
Enrichment program. There you go.
Are you making? Did you do something? You made a program?
We do enrichment program at schools.
Oh, no way.
For parents that are unhappy with the school system. So.
Well, contact me because maybe we can include this in an episode of Discover Connecticut. Where are you doing this? A future episode.
I'm partnering up with Code Ninjas. I just gave my last flyer to Lipain.
Okay.
But we provide a lot of STEM classes.
Oh, so cool.
We are area, except for New Canaan, of course, to teach this after-school enrichment classes right at school.
Wow, that's fantastic. All right, I'm going to touch base with you and keep this as well. Like my daughter's in Kumon. All my kids did Kumon growing up. Because my wife, like you, believes there's more that the children should be. Like my son's at prep, and he could do great at any school, but he's at Fairfield Prep. My daughter, I have a 9-year-old, a 16-year-old, and a 15-year-old. So.
Okay, so a 9-year-old would probably benefit.
Yeah, this is pretty cool for people on Discover Connecticut to know about as well, because what we highlight is the communities and the small businesses, and that's what you're doing too.
Okay, sounds good.
So I got your info.
I don't know if I want to be on the show, but let's.
Well, you're sort of on, but I'll cut you out for the final and just do this hello and goodbye. And what I was going to say is I already texted you, so you have my info. I'm going to send you a link. Just make sure you got it. It came through? All right. I'll send you a link to one of these episodes so you can subscribe and then be a part of it going forward.
Okay.
All right, look forward to chatting with you soon. Take care, all right? Guys, this is what happens here in New Canaan, Connecticut. We're here to meet people. We're here to talk about real estate. Hello, ladies. How are you?
How are you? How about yourself?
Good. You care to share what you love about New Canaan with Discover Connecticut? We're live to billions of people. Not even millions, billions right now.
That's what I love about New Canaan.
That's
where she lives.
Oh, where are you from?
Brookfield.
Oh, Brookfield's great too. Yeah, you come to your daughter is. I grew up here, so.
I love it here so much, but I'm from Canada.
No, that's so fun. What year did you move to New Canaan?
2012.
Oh, okay, I grew up here, moved out around 2002, but I live in Fairfield. My wife's from Fairfield, so you go where your wife wants to go. No, if my wife, you go where your wife. She's a 4th generation Fairfield resident, so yeah, we're done. No, but I love this town. I'd go live like twice a week and talk to people on the street. If you could, yeah, especially your little cat. New Canaan, Connecticut, guys. We're here, we're doing it. Conversations are happening. Sometimes you think the show's over, there's nothing left. And then you speak to a nice lady from Brookfield. Nobody's really, I mean, we had a couple quick chats, but not a lot, guys. It's just better than me just standing here in front of the camera alone the whole time. So I guess that's it. We're wrapping it up. Again, I'll call it a clock tower forever. It's a clock tower to me. The new Canaan clock tower on Elm Street. The only one-way street in the town of New Canaan. Actually, that's not true. There's one over by Millport. We've got a few. There's a, you know? All right, I gotta wrap this up, seriously. Remember, New Canaan, Westport, Wilton, Ridgefield, Fairfield, wherever you're looking.
New Canaan.
Where are you from?
Long Island originally.
Nice. What are you doing, just hanging out for the day?
I'm waiting for a friend who lives up here.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
So you're just here for the day, just...
Cool. Seen your show.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
My man.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Well, you'll be on the next episode.
All right.
I started a new channel on YouTube. If you could subscribe, it's Discover CT. Take care, Paul. Hello, how are you?
Good.
You guys have a second to share what you love about New Canaan?
Nothing.
No? Okay. Have a good day. Hi, how are you? It used to be college housing,
yes,
essentially,
yes.
yeah. So glad that's one property done.
Done, yeah.
Yeah.
Need a few more on that.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's I got people who want to buy, so it's like this is, what do we call that? Synchronicity or whatever we call it. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, good luck.
It's hard.
Paul, my brother. Oh, look at him. Like his conversation with me was like,
45 years, I've been his best friend, live right next to him.
why don't you bring him back after your lunch and see if you guys chat?
I
Round 2 with friend. How crazy is that? Holy cow. You guys know how much we love Doug. He says Doug's a superhero. I believe it. I believe it. Man, I'll tell you, it is a small, crazy world. I'm here on the street and then I run. How are you?
Hi.
You want to share what you love about New Canaan? You're kind of on anyway.
Let me think.
We're in like this limited, you probably know, the market here is just very limited.
Yeah.
So my new philosophy is if I go on the streets and talk to people, like you may have a friend who,
What firm do you work for?
I work for Coldwell Banker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And so I basically, to date, I've done all of the towns south of Stratford,
Oh, okay.
Stratford
So
and down, but I've got like 20 episodes of
from like,
from 749 up, you
to
know.
whatever,
Yeah,
yeah.
and I didn't look exact, but it's not a lot.
Yeah.
Like I've been in this business for 17 years. We used to have 200 plus, like at all
to
times.
jump on it and take what you can get. So, but we love our house. We're on Mariomi. Yeah.
When I first moved here, we lived in the house in the corner, the first house in the town.
Yeah.
And-
So you were living on.
So my first stop, and then I lived here till 2001.
Okay.
But my wife's from Fairfield.
Oh, nice.
But the Fairfield, we'll be there forever, 4th generation.
Oh, okay. I feel like people don't leave Fairfield.
This the next station to heaven
Yeah.
is this private road.
Totally.
You know.
The commute's not great, but I only go in once a week, which is totally doable.
You work in the city?
Yeah.
What do you?
One day is fine.
One day's not bad. This guy's killing me over here.
I know, yeah.
I have such a good question I want to ask you, and this guy's killing me.
Oh.
I wanted to find out from you. Here, come a little closer to me.
Anyway.
What would the first thing for you, if you didn't know your brother, how would you have gone about finding that agent? Google or?
I would have probably asked someone else I knew in the town.
Okay,
or in
okay.
the area.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So it's all word of mouth.
I don't think I would have went to Google because I would have.
Yeah, because you can figure anybody can create whatever
Yeah.
there. Interesting.
Yeah.
So it's always going to come down to this.
Totally.
It's like people meeting people and saying this is the person you should work with, or at least let him sit down at the table and share what he does different.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
And that to me, I was trying to tell people, the reason why I think this started, I couldn't stand seeing inventory hit the market, and I didn't even get a chance to share what I could do different.
Right.
And I was the first guy to do drone technology in 2013 in Connecticut.
Oh, cool.
So I was all over the news for the year.
Oh,
but people
wow.
have short memories.
Yeah.
So I just keep doing new stuff. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm starting a show about Fairfield County,
Right,
you know? But like, everybody will do it now, but
So
not
drone
everybody's good at
technology
it.
in the listings, like pictures and videos.
Videos, and I was the guy who said, I'll do it for free, but not just once. If there's a sunset that looks beautiful, I'll be out there that day with my drone.
Nice.
And it's like little added value, you know?
Yeah, I think it's cool.
So now what I want to do is, and this guy's killing me! I want to do because there's no pressure this way, if someone wants to know what their house is worth, I'm creating an app where you can just upload photos.
Oh my God, I would love that.
Yeah, and then just say, hey, what is my house worth?
Yeah.
And then I'm going to make a video
Oh,
where I
okay.
explain, based on the photos, this is
Yeah.
what I'm seeing. Let's sit down to discuss my cinematic marketing strategy.
Okay, yeah.
But it's a hands-off approach to give them the info they want without having to let me in the door.
Commit to anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you can't really rely on a Zillow estimate. I feel
Yeah, they're
like.
so bad because
Yeah.
they run. Thank you. They run like in a cylinder, like a search is a radius search. So if you're in Mariomi, for example, they're pulling in Wilton. They're pulling in New York sometimes, and you're
interesting.
like North Wilton Road gets to
Yeah.
New York.
Oh, is that
And
how
so
they
it's
do
like,
it?
whew, yeah. So your
Oh,
numbers
okay.
are all weird.
Yeah.
So you got to always.
I mean, mine went up recently. I was like, yes.
I know, but it's probably something happened around you.
Yeah.
But the good thing about it is, I would say, is you get an agent you could trust, like maybe the person you met. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I was telling the audience a couple weeks ago, I got a listing from someone who sold the house to these people, and then I got called in when they were selling it, and I brought the drone in. And so I said, I got a stack of paperwork we could go over.
Yeah.
Or we could fly the drone.
Right.
And they were like,
Yeah.
let's fly the drone.
drone,
And
yeah.
that was like it. We connected right away on this level. And then so I said, hey, can you tell me why didn't you select him?
Yeah.
And they said, well, he came in and said, I'll do it for less. And like everybody wants to negotiate their commission,
Yeah.
but I fight for my commission. And they were like, you fought. He was like, I'll give my commission away.
Interesting, yeah.
And
I
I
could
s-
see that. They're like, he cared. I feel like that makes you like care more or something. I don't know.
Well,
Like,
also, if you think about it in the sense that when you're selling your prized possession, and now you have an agent who's willing to take less for themselves, and when an offer comes in, how are they going to treat the value of your home
Right.
if they don't even care about their own value?
Exactly, yeah.
And it's like they're like, take it, accept
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
And where I've 17 years, I've had a lot of deals. I wish my clients accepted, but I don't. I just let them make hopefully smart decisions.
Right.
You provide them with the information necessary, and hopefully they make a smart decision.
Yeah.
But a lot of times, smart people make bad decisions in real
I
estate.
agree, yeah.
So that's unfortunate. Anyway, what was your name?
Mary.
Mary's
Nice to meet you.
Discover CT on YouTube.
Yeah, I'll take a look.
Yeah, and if you have any friends, send them my way. I'll take care
I
of them.
totally will,
Yeah,
yeah.
awesome. Thank you so much. Nice to meet you. All right, I think that's going to be it for us here today, guys, from downtown New Canaan. We had some conversations. And you got to love it when you have New Canaan.
I'm all good, thank you.
All right, no problem. You too. All right, I think we got enough, and now I'm getting greedy. I'm asking for this guy over here. He's on his way to a tea time. If he guys on TikTok, you're awesome. Thank you so much for your support today. I don't know why that stopped working, but it stopped working. I have a follow system for my phone, but it's not as good as obviously the one we use. This is the Ronin 4D. It's got a 4th axis. So no shaky, you know what I mean? Like just perfect gimbal work. And that was not bad for the phone, I have to say. I've always used that one for the phone until we upgraded. She's got someone has a look and you know they're not talking. All right, guys, I think that's it. I'm wrapping it up. If you have any questions about New Canaan or about any towns in Fairfield County, make sure you reach out. And let's start doing our Q&A. You guys know I want to start doing that here. You have any questions, I want to answer them live on the show. And remember, whenever you or anybody you know talks about real estate or thinks about real estate, send them to Discover Connecticut. Subscribe, turn on all notifications. I will see you on the very next episode. Until then, it's Mark Pyers, your realtor with Coldwell Banker and Discover Connecticut. We got a group of people here. Maybe they'll chat. I really wanted to see if Doug would get on the air with us. That didn't work out. How you guys doing? You got a quick second to share what you love about New Canaan with Discover Connecticut?
It's a New Canaan resident
No,
right here.
I'm not. I
I
live
mean,
in
a
New
former.
York State now. We live in New York State.
He can,
Were you from New Canaan? I was from New
I'm
Canaan.
from New Canaan. My dad was a pediatrician, Flynn, and my brother's a pediatrician.
I used to go to your dad
Yeah.
as a kid.
Oh,
I graduated in '96 from New Canaan.
here's a young lady right
I'm a realtor in town. I started Discover Connecticut to highlight the communities, the small businesses, and connect with new buyers and sellers. And so I started a hyper-local show about Fairfield County. You know, so I go live from somewhere in Fairfield County, like multiple times a week. And then this is what it's about: is connecting with people and just reminding you when you want to sell or buy, you should go with someone creative. And you know, out of New Canaan recently, or how long ago?
Oh, I haven't lived here since we got married in '86.
Wow. Okay. Oh, you're in Katona. That's great over there too. Oh, okay. At some point, we're going to do Discover New York. I mean, that's the eventual move. Is I got to go, you know. But I let my New York license go. I just I refer to people there because I can't do it all, you know. So I handle the whole state of Connecticut, though. So if you need anybody, just send them to Discover CT on YouTube. You'll see yourselves, or at least you'll see your wives over here. You guys never got on camera. And believe me, take care, guys. Have a great day. Enjoy your weekend. All right, so that's it, guys. We're officially wrapping this sucker up. Let me shut this down. Sheila Morin, user 904, Tobias, Larry James, Riddle in the house. Good to see you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Guys, we were TikToking it. This guy over here destroyed 5 minutes. I had the best question in the world for her. I said, when you bought your house, how did you find your agent? And this Magoo over here, you know? Like, you gotta be kidding me with the Magoo. Anyway, I'm finishing it up here, guys. I'm wrapping you up first. Guys, if you can, subscribe to the Discover Connecticut YouTube channel. This entire stream you just saw, you can watch, and it looks much better on Discover CT because it's in 16:9 and it's in 6K. I'm gonna watch it on my iPhone. You can do it if you want, but at least support a brother who goes live multiple times a week and gets a sledgehammer to the face many times. I don't want to talk to you. Shut off the camera. You know? Nobody said to shut off the camera, but they don't want to talk to you. And then you get the sledgehammer. I'm taking it for you guys. Subscribe to a brother on YouTube. Discover CT. Until next time, guys, I'm shutting you. Appreciate you. Have a great day. Done. Done. All right, guys, we're doing this is our final outro. So what did we learn today? We learned that some people still don't want to talk to me. They want to do their thing. They want to go shop. They want to go eat. Occasionally we're going to, I'm sorry you guys didn't get to see that. It's like a 9/11 from the 70s. And then I've got the police officer coming by right now. Do we call this a clock tower? Yeah. It's a clock tower. I just envisioned tower being like so big, but it's a clock tower. Have a nice day. Realtor Mark Pyers with Coldwell Banker. Discover Connecticut is here on the streets to meet people and to connect. We're here in this moment in time to thrive together. We're supposed to lift each other up and make great moves. So rely on each other when you need somebody who's going to get your back throughout an entire process, making a show out of it. Something there. And that is what we tell the story about, to build the emotional connection with the buyer on the other side of the screen. So, that's the show. Wait, when did I run out of... Man, I ran out? Darn it! Of...